In the vast darkness of the universe, far beyond the familiar swirl of our Milky Way, lies a galaxy that has intrigued astronomers for centuries. A galaxy with a scar across its face, a cosmic bruise so dark and mesmerizing that it earned the name. The Black Eye Galaxy. To the naked eye through a telescope, it looks like a celestial storm frozen in time, a bright golden center surrounded by swirling white arms, with a dense ring of dust circling it like a black halo. But what lies at its center? That is a question far more mysterious than anything we see from afar. Tonight we journey into that mystery, into the heart of a galaxy 24 million light-years away, into a region of space where the laws of physics begin to twist, where light struggles to escape, and where time itself bends. This is not just a story about astronomy. It is a story about danger, about creation, about destruction, and about the secrets hiding in a cosmic wound carved into the sky. But before we descend into the galaxy's core, let's begin with a question. What does it mean when a galaxy has a black eye? The Black Eye Galaxy, officially called Messier 64, is one of the strangest and most beautiful structures in the universe. It looks peaceful from afar, like a quiet whirlpool of stars, but that beauty hides a violent past. Astrophysicists now believe this galaxy became what it is because of a collision, one so catastrophic that entire star systems were torn apart and reshaped. And in the middle of this swirling chaos lies a secret. But to understand it, we must travel into the center, into the region astronomers cannot see clearly, where dust obscures light, where gravity tightens like a fist, and where something impossibly massive lurks in the dark. A supermassive black hole. But not just any black hole. A black hole that is behaving strangely, too strangely. Some astronomers believe it's devouring material faster than expected. Some believe it's spinning faster than its mass should allow. Others whisper about something even more chilling. The center of the Black Eye Galaxy may not be completely dark. It may be active. And tonight, we ask the question no one dares to ask out loud. What exactly is happening at the center of the Black Eye Galaxy? Is it collapsing, growing, transforming, or preparing for something humanity has not yet imagined? The truth begins with motion. Unlike most galaxies where gas and stars rotate together, the Black Eye Galaxy has two systems moving in opposite directions. The inner region spins one way, the outer region spins the other. It's as if the galaxy has two hearts beating at different rhythms, two storms rotating in opposite directions, two civilizations merged into one. Imagine looking down at a hurricane whose outer winds spin clockwise, while the inner winds spin counterclockwise. That is M64. This strange counter-rotation shouldn't exist, and yet it does. Why? Because long ago, millions of years before humanity existed, another galaxy collided with the Black Eye Galaxy. Not a gentle merging. A violent crash, a cosmic punch. The smaller galaxy was absorbed, shredded, digested, but its angular momentum survived. And now the Black Eye Galaxy rotates against itself like a vast cosmic bruise, a scar that never healed. But the real question is not about the past. It's about the present and the future dot. Because deep inside this collision-born galaxy, astronomers see something stirring. At the very center, surrounding the black hole, there is a bright, rapidly feeding ring of gas and dust. Material spirals inward, glowing brighter and hotter, as if the black hole is awakening from a long sleep and demanding more. But something strange happens as matter falls inward. It doesn't behave normally. It disappears, too quickly, as if the black hole is devouring it with unnatural hunger. Some simulations suggest the black hole at the center of M64 may be larger than our models allow, more massive than it should be for a galaxy this size. Others suggest something even more exotic, that it might be spinning so fast that space-time around it is beginning to twist like taffy. This twisting effect, called frame dragging, means the black hole is pulling space and time along with it. The faster it spins, the stranger the physics becomes. And at a certain speed, the boundary between space and the black hole can become unstable, almost permeable, almost like a gateway. But a gateway to what? A wormhole? A parallel region of space-time? A different universe? We don't know. But the energy signatures coming from the center of the Black Eye galaxy suggest something unusual is happening, something we have never observed before. Astronomers analyzing the light coming from that region notice irregularities, flashes, dips, distortions, signals that don't match simple accretion disk behavior, a heartbeat-like pulse in the X-ray data, a wobble in the surrounding gas. It is as if the black hole is communicating in the only language it knows, gravity. But gravity is not the only messenger here. The dust ring surrounding the central region is thick, too thick. It should block all light behind it, but somehow, through certain wavelengths, astronomers detect glimpses of something bright, too bright, something glowing at the event horizon. A strange possibility arises. What if the black hole is not entirely hidden? What if something inside the center of the Black Eye galaxy is producing light? That should be impossible. Black holes swallow light. They don't emit it. Unless something near its horizon is generating energy, something powerful enough to outshine the pull of the black hole. Some scientists speculate about exotic matter, others about magnetic reconnection events. A few, the most daring, suggest something more mysterious. Could it be a star orbiting dangerously close? Could it be jets from the black hole's poles? Or could it be something artificial? Something created by a civilization that once lived in the galaxy that collided with M64? A machine feeding off the black hole's rotation? A structure drawing power from gravity itself? These questions sit at the edge of science, where imagination meets mathematics. But the deeper astronomers look, the stranger it gets. The gravitational waves detected from the region are rhythmic, not random, not chaotic rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat, a pulse, a signal. The Black Eye galaxy is alive with motion, turbulence, and energy, but the center, the heart, is doing something no one can explain. It is pulsing, slowly, deeply, regularly, as if the black hole is breathing, as if something inside is moving. The more scientists study the data, the more they realize that the Black Eye galaxy is not just a collision remnant. It is not just a cosmic bruise. It is a machine of gravity, a clockwork of energy, a scar that has become a power source. And at the center of that power, the black hole might not be silent. It might be active, evolving, changing. And perhaps, just perhaps, something is waiting within that darkness, watching, growing, or preparing for an event we cannot yet understand. But one thing is certain. The center of the Black Eye galaxy is not just a black hole dot. It is a wound, a memory, a warning, and maybe the oldest engine in the universe. The deeper scientists look into the Black Eye galaxy, the more they realize that this place is not behaving like other galaxies. Its rotation patterns, its energy signatures, its gravitational waves, everything about it feels intentional, designed, as if something ancient and powerful left its fingerprint on the cosmic fabric, and that fingerprint is clearest at the center. The black hole at the core of the Black Eye galaxy is surrounded by a bright accretion disk, hot gas swirling inwards, glowing brighter as it falls toward oblivion. But unlike other black holes, this disk does not simply spin. It spirals in a pattern that resembles a spiral staircase, with distinct layers moving at different speeds. It is as if the galaxy is feeding the black hole in a controlled rhythmic cycle. The counter-rotation of M64, inner gas spinning one way, outer gas spinning the opposite, creates a turbulent boundary layer. This region is filled with friction, magnetic storms, and energy collisions so intense that even light struggles to escape cleanly. Yet amidst that chaos, astronomers detect something unexpected. Order. Perfect order. Through advanced spectroscopic analysis, they find repeating patterns in the emissions, a mathematical rhythm embedded in the galaxy's light. Some scientists believe it's the leftover echo of a collision event. Others argue it's the signature of gravitational harmonics. But a few, the ones who are brave enough to push the boundaries of known physics, entertain a more radical theory. What if these patterns are signals? Not signals in the traditional sense, but natural byproducts of something operating at the galactic center. Something capable of manipulating gravity itself. We know black holes can generate jets, massive beams of energy shot out from their poles, powered by magnetic fields twisted around their spinning bodies. These jets can stretch thousands of light years into space, acting like cosmic lighthouses. But in the Black Eye Galaxy, the jets behave strangely too. They aren't straight. They curve ever so slightly, not chaotically, mathematically, almost like they're being guided. When simulations model the curvature, the results are astonishing. The arc of the jets matches the counter-rotational pattern of the galaxy itself, as if the black hole and the galaxy are in communication, locked in a gravitational dance scripted millions of years ago. This synchronization shouldn't exist. Galaxies don't coordinate themselves. Black holes don't follow galactic rhythms, unless something forced them to. And here lies one of the most controversial theories in astrophysics. Did the collision that formed M64 leave behind something more than gravitational scars? Could a remnant of the absorbed galaxy still exist, deep inside the black hole's environment? People often think black holes destroy everything, that nothing can survive their pull. But modern physics tells a more complicated story. Certain forms of exotic matter, ultra-dense particles, magnetic monopoles, hypothetical dark matter structures, may not behave normally near a black hole. They might not fall inward. They might orbit stably. They might collect at the edges of the event horizon. Some physicists speculate that the center of the Black Eye Galaxy contains a trapped halo of exotic matter, material from the galaxy it collided with millions of years ago. If such matter exists, it could explain the strange pulses, the unusual radiation, the gravitational harmony. And it could mean something else. The center of the Black Eye Galaxy might not just be a black hole. It might be a storage vault, a cosmic archive, a gravitational memory of a galaxy long gone. But there's another possibility, one far more unsettling. Some simulations show that the energy output from the black hole fluctuates, not randomly but cyclically. Periods of intense brightness alternate with periods of calm, not because of feeding patterns, but because something is orbiting close to the event horizon, something large, something dense, something stable enough to survive the gravitational chaos. Scientists call it a hotspot, a clump of material orbiting faster than any natural object should. But when they calculate the mass, the density, and the orbital velocity, the numbers make no sense. It's too large to be a star fragment, too bright to be dust, too stable to be random debris. One astrophysicist asks the question everyone is trying to avoid. What if the hotspot isn't natural? What if it's a structure, a megastructure built by a civilization far more advanced than ours? A construct capable of drawing energy from a black hole's rotation? It sounds like science fiction, but the data refuses to rule it out. Theoretical megastructures, like Dyson spheres or Shkadov thrusters, are hypothetical constructs that harness vast energy sources. But a Type 3 civilization, according to the Kardashev scale, would seek something even greater, a way to harness the power of a black hole. But if such a structure existed, why would it still be glowing? Why would it still be active millions of years after the collision event? Unless it's self-repairing, self-sustaining, or autonomous. A machine built not to survive a civilization, but to outlive it. A cosmic engine. Meanwhile, astronomers notice something else. Stars near the galaxy's core move in unusual patterns. Not randomly, not purely gravitationally. They form partial rings, segments of spirals, clusters with mathematical spacing, as if the galaxy is being organized, as if something is shaping it from the inside. And this leads to the darkest theory yet. What if the center of the Black Eye Galaxy is not just a black hole, but a cosmic workshop? A place where stars are broken apart, reassembled, rearranged. A region where gravity is sculpted like clay, where energy is refined, where galaxies go to be reborn. If that is true, then the Black Eye Galaxy is not a scar, it is not a wound. It is a gateway, a factory, a forge, a reminder that the universe may not be a quiet, empty expanse, but a network of machines beyond comprehension. But there's something more unsettling. In the heart of the Black Eye Galaxy, past the dust ring, past the accretion disk, past the event horizon, simulations show a strange anomaly. A region where space-time appears to fold not inward, but outward. As if something behind the black hole is pushing against reality, trying to emerge. The only explanation that fits this behavior is theoretical, a naked singularity, a region where the laws of physics fail completely, where information is not destroyed but released. If such a singularity exists inside the Black Eye Galaxy, then the center of M64 could be something more than a black hole. It could be a cosmic outlet, a place where information, energy, and matter pass between universes, a place where one universe whispers into another. If that is true, then the Black Eye Galaxy isn't just strange, it's extraordinary, and potentially alive. The rhythmic pulses, the gravitational harmonics, the structure-like hotspot, the coordinated rotation, all of it points to a system that behaves less like a chaotic galaxy and more like a functioning mechanism. A mechanism with a purpose. But what purpose? Creation, communication, recycling, defense, expansion? We do not know. But one thing is certain. Whatever is happening at the center of the Black Eye Galaxy is not random. It is intentional. It is ancient. And its influence stretches far beyond its own stars. So the question remains, if the center of this galaxy is a machine, who built it and why? As our understanding of the Black Eye Galaxy deepens, the most unsettling realization begins to rise. Not from simulations, not from telescopes, but from patterns. Patterns embedded in the light, in the motion of the stars, in the frequency of the pulses radiating from the galaxy's core. The center of M64 is communicating, not with sound, not with symbols, with gravity. Gravity, the most ancient universal language in existence. Every pulse we detect is measured, calculated, repeated. The intervals between them change too slowly to be accidental. Each variation corresponds to cosmic events, stellar deaths, magnetic shifts, rotational cycles within the galaxy. It's as if the heart of the Black Eye Galaxy is monitoring everything, recording everything, responding to everything. And then something extraordinary happens. Astronomers detect a new pulse, one unlike anything seen before. It is sharper, brighter, more focused, a gravitational ping so loud that it echoes across millions of light years. At first, everyone assumes it is random, a flare, a jet, a star torn apart by the black hole. But the data refuses to agree. The timing of the pulse matches something very specific, a supernova event that occurred in a neighboring dwarf galaxy more than 30 million years ago. A star died, and the center of the Black Eye Galaxy answered. The two events are separated by time and distance so vast that no natural mechanism should link them, unless the center of M64 is reacting not to light, but to gravity itself, which travels faster and deeper than any other cosmic signal. It feels less like an accident, and more like awareness. Gravity ripples in. Center of M64 alters its pulse. As if something in the core is listening to the universe. Astrophysicists debate endlessly. Some propose an exotic form of dark matter intelligence. Others argue that the black hole is behaving like a cosmic seismograph, recording gravitational events the way Earth records earthquakes. But others feel something different, something instinctive. This doesn't feel like measurement. This feels like reaction, as if something at the center is responding to the universe the way a living organism responds to stimuli. But that raises a question too terrifying to ask. Can a galaxy have a consciousness? Not in the way humans imagine, but as a vast network of gravitational connections and energy flows, a form of distributed awareness is theoretically possible. If that awareness exists, it would be ancient, older than our species, older than our sun, older even than our Milky Way. A cosmic mind, born from the collapse of stars and the flow of matter, a consciousness made not of cells but of gravity. But even if this is true, we can't assume intention. We can't assume intelligence. We can't assume identity. All we know is that the center behaves like a memory, a processor, a responder, a watcher. But the deeper we look, the darker the revelation becomes. A team of researchers models the last 200 million years of gravitational interactions within M64. The simulation reveals that the central black hole has been gradually aligning the inner gas with the outer regions. Slowly, carefully, subtly. The galaxy is healing. The cosmic bruise, created by the ancient collision, has been smoothing out, not randomly, not chaotically, but methodically, as if the center is repairing the damage, as if it is restoring balance, as if it is correcting the galaxy. What kind of force corrects a galaxy? A natural phenomenon? A relic from a past civilization? An automated cosmic machine? A black hole behaving like a stabilizer? Or something even more mysterious? A part of the universe that understands itself. But then comes the moment that changes everything. Deep inside the accretion disk, astronomers detect a sudden brightening, a surge of energy so intense that it saturates sensors. It fades within minutes. They analyze the light, expecting to find the usual signatures of heated gas. But instead, they find a pattern, a sequence of spikes forming a repeating ratio. The golden ratio, Phi, a number that appears in nature, in galaxies, in hurricanes, in DNA. But never has it appeared in a black hole's emission spectrum. It is too perfect, too clean, too mathematical. The center of the black-eye galaxy is not just pulsing, it is encoding information. Some call it coincidence. Some call it a natural harmonic. Others call it the closest thing to a cosmic message humanity has ever seen. But who is the message for us? The galaxy itself? Other galaxies? Or something far older? A few radical physicists propose a chilling idea. What if black holes communicate with each other? What if the universe is stitched together by gravity-based information channels, with supermassive black holes acting as nodes in a cosmic network? If true, then the center of the black-eye galaxy is not just a remnant of destruction. It is a transmitter, a receiver, a processor, a neural node in a universe-spanning brain, a brain made of galaxies. But before this idea can even be fully explored, the black-eye galaxy surprises us again. A final anomaly appears, something so unexpected that it shakes the astronomical community to its core. The black hole's shadow shifts, not because of movement, not because of feeding, not because of jets. It shifts as though something behind it, something inside it, is pushing outward, as if space itself is bending in reverse. We may be witnessing the formation of a wormhole throat, or the emergence of a naked singularity, or the release of trapped information billions of years old. Or something else. Something we do not yet have a word for. What lies at the center of the black-eye galaxy? A black hole, a machine, a memory, a consciousness, a wound, a gateway, or all of them at once. Perhaps the universe is more alive than we ever imagined. Perhaps galaxies whisper to each other in the language of gravity. Perhaps black holes are not endpoints, but beginnings. Perhaps the center of the black-eye galaxy is not watching us, but waiting for another collision, another gravitational echo, another message, another moment in cosmic time where everything changes again. And one day, when humanity finally travels farther than telescopes can see, we may discover that the universe has been speaking to us all along. We just didn't know how to listen. This is Space Fiction, where we explore the mysteries hiding in the places we can't reach, in the galaxies we barely understand, and in the dark corners of the universe that refuse to stay silent. If this journey into the heart of the black-eye galaxy made you wonder, made you question, made you feel small and infinite at the same time, then share and subscribe. Because the universe is speaking, and together we're finally learning how to hear it.